We start with one more chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to my last analysis, since the price was within this down move, I mentioned if I get any reversal, any trade setup for buy, I will take the trade. And we have been looking for these levels 0.0934 following by 0.99 and 0.104. As we can see, this is what we get, and the price broke all the levels we have been looking for. All right, now for those traders, they get the trade within this move. If they want to keep the trade, at least they can book some profit, because if you refer to the indicator, we had a divergence even based on 1 hour and 4 hour chart. That's why I mentioned, if you refer to my last analysis, I mentioned if I get any reversal, any trade setup for buy, this I'm looking for, and because we were looking for this one. Now, want to see what's the next, whether this is the start of the up move or not. Anyway, we move to daily chart. We want to see what we have been looking for. The price couldn't break 0.079 and we see the reversal. Now, we want to see whether we can look for continuation, because right now we see the price broke this correction. I almost entered the zone of for previous correction. All right, we have nothing to discuss based on daily chart. The only thing is we can look for continuation or not, because if we move to forward chart, one of the reasons we have been looking for buy since we had a divergence. Okay, what we get here is really sharp, and no, the only thing is we want to see, as we can see, the price is almost at the lowest price of the previous correction, which is this one. That means if we get a continuation, price confirm enter the zone for this correction, then we can expect this one. This is the start of the up move. All right, and mostly when we see this kind of the reversal as a sharp move, we can expect for continuation. The only thing is if we want to look for the next trade setup, simply we cannot buy. We need to get the correction, or at least flag. It's mostly based on 1 hour chart before we take the trade. Simply we cannot buy, because how about if this one turned to expanding flat and we put this one in relative to this, and this one turned to a flat for one more drop before we get the next move. We need to be quite careful about this. It doesn't mean the price is going to drop. What I want to say is that if we want to look for buy, we need to get the trade set, correction. And right now we don't see any trade setup based on 1 hour chart. The only way, based on 4 hour chart, the only way to look for trade since the price was within this. That's why I mentioned in my last analysis, if we get any reversal, we will take the trade either from here or here. And this is the levels we have been looking for. We see the breakout. Now, what's the next? If we get the flag of correction, this is where we can look for next trade setup. At this point, we cannot simply jump in. All right, this is the only things we can save. And how high it can go, the only things is, as we can see the price almost, where is the support of the previous correction? We need to see, right now is a resistance for us. We need to see the breakout, and we want the price enter the zone, at least mid of the zone for this correction. Then from there, we can look for continuation. And what I can say right now is the only things is we move our stop loss to break even or book some profit, and we wait for the next correction. Then from there, we make a decision whether we should look for buy or not. If we want to look for trade setup, simply we cannot buy. How about if this one turned to a running flat? Expanding flat. Anyway, at this point, we don't see any trade setup. The only thing is we need to wait for the correction of flag before we take the next trade. And the only thing is for those traders, they get the trade, either move their stop loss at 0.099 or at 0.104 to book some profit. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.